Hi, it's Emeril with Way of Living Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a tuna steak in the Emeril Lagasse Power Air Fryer 360 XL. So we're going to see how this does cooking up some tuna steak right now. Okay, so for this tuna steak cook, I've got a half-pound tuna steak. I've got some Old Bay seasoning, some freshly ground, well, I'll be freshly grinding some black pepper, and I'll be using some applewood smoked sea salt. Before I start, I'm going to start preheating the 360. So I'm going to turn it to the roast option. Let's see if I can get the roast. There's roast. And I'm going to turn the temperature up to 355 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to turn time to ensure I have sufficient time up to 30 minutes. I'm going to hit start. It's preheating. While it's preheating, I'm going to put some of the seasonings on both sides of this tuna steak. So I'm just going to basically flip it and do this side first, and then I'll, do the opposite side after I get that one done. I'm not going to put any oil on it because I don't want to, well, I don't really need any oil, frankly, so I'm not going to put any oil on it. Just put a little Old Bay. Really don't want that much Old Bay in it. But a little Old Bay gives a nice nice kick to everything. Put a little pepper on here. So get that in there. I'm going to shake on my applewood smoked salt. A nice little bit of smoked salt. The smoked salt gives a very faint amount of smoked flavor, not a lot. I have this tuna steak resting on a Copper Chef grill and bake mat. So, basically they're real good for using instead of foil. They don't heat up like foil to cause the cooker to possibly overheat. So, using these mats is basically what's something recommended for use in this type of cooker instead of foil. If you just want to, use something that's more recommended. And it's easy cleanup. And also, it just kind of helps to hold all the juices in and whatnot while it's cooking. So getting a little of the sea salt on here. And now I'm going to take my meat probe, I've got my iGrill 2 here, and sticking it into the tuna steak deep into the side here, because I want to get a good read of the temperature while it cooks. So I've got that about as deep as I can go, about to try and get it, in the center of the flesh is what I'm really aiming for. So I'm hoping I got it, right in the center, in there good. I'm going to turn it on and going to let it, right now it's telling us the temperature of the meat is like 53, 54 degrees. So, it's going to preheat. Once things are done preheating, I've got a pizza rack on the air fry level. That's level number 2. I'm going to put mine up on the air fry level. I'm not going to use the roast level for this. I'm going to have it up a little higher. I like to get a little extra char up there. So going to do that, and actually it seems like now that the probe has been in there for a moment, the temperature is starting to drop to reflect that it didn't come out the refrigerator that long ago. And that's kind of how these long-term read thermometers are. They kind of are a little slower than your instant reads as far as getting to the accurate temperature initially. So it's coming down a bit, and once the preheat's done, we'll get this in there. Alright, the preheat has completed, and so it's time to put this on inside. I'm going to hit pause, turn my time back to my 30 minutes so I get my full 30 minutes of cook time. Just set this in there like so, and now I will close up carefully. You gotta be careful with this door, it slams really hard if you're not careful. And hit start. Gonna let things cook, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, this cook has been going for about 17 minutes now, and it's at 144, 145, we're done in basically 17 minutes. So going to hit the cancel button and stop. I like my tuna steak cooked, to 145 to a fully well. I know some of you may go a bit rarer than that, but I always like to go to 145 on mine. And so there you can see the completed tuna steak. Alright, so now I'm going to get it off of here. We're getting a little bit of carryover heat at this point on the temp, trying to get that meat probe out. So now that we got that out, I can turn that off and get this off of the pad here, get it plated. And so there we have our fully plated tuna steak. So I'll give you a closer look at that. Now I want to cut inside of it, and basically inside it'll probably be a little rarer inside than it was on the exterior. So here we have the inside. You can see the inside has some pink in there because it's, it's not a white, not a fully white inside. It's kind of pink because the inside is just a little rare. It's not rare, but a little rare. I know some of you, for your tuna steak, probably going to go rarer than I do. But we're going to go with that, and I'm going to move the camera and we'll do a taste test of this tuna steak. Alright, so I've cut off a little piece for taste testing. Whoop, piece of it fell off. So let's taste test. Alright, so the tuna turns out well. It's got, some moistness in there. If you don't want as much, a little bit of searing on top of yours, you can set it down lower on the roasting level if you prefer. I like a little sear, just a little on mine. So I set it up a little higher. And so, also you could put like a little bit of lemon on there if you wanted to before you start cooking it. It's all up to you, it's your fish. You have it your way. And so basically I wanted to mention you can find this recipe in the video description. You can find others. There's a link to my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can find lots of recipes for this and other cookers there. You can find referral links for the smaller version of this cooker and referral links to my Amazon shop there in the video description. I definitely thank all of you who have been using those referral links. This channel is not sponsored by anyone, so basically to get all these cookers in and such has to come by way of other means of support, and that definitely helps. And you can always also get to this YouTube channel directly by going to waveovenrecipes.com. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at waveovenrecipes. And also, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell also. And good eating.